Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a good day wherever you are. Today we got a chest workout for you. Now, a couple of you in the last video asked what training split I'm on, because I did switch things around in my training with that last chest and back session that I had done. And it's really been a few weeks since we filmed. I was out in LA getting a little piece of work done, and came back, recovered, and now we're kind of back to things. So it was kind of nice. It took 2.5 weeks off, so now I really have almost a blank slate in terms of starting fresh. My body healed up, you know, things that were tweaked and stuff. I mean, honestly, in my 6-7 years of training, 7 years, something like that, I've never had that much time off. So, you know, I was a little like itching to get back to things, but at the same time, it was kind of a blessing in disguise because I got to heal things up. So spent some time, looked at different splits, and because I have a solid foundation already built, my goal now is to use that opportunity to really grow and introduce something new to my training. So I kind of got inspired by a guy by the name of Mike Mentzer. From what I picked up, you know, he was in an era before even like Dorian Yates, so I think Dorian studied some of the stuff he did. But the overarching theme is high intensity.
It is the intensity of your workout, rather than its duration, that determines your rate of muscular growth. So your immediate goal should be to reduce the time spent in training and to maximize your effort utilized in training.
Pre-exhausting whatever muscle I'm training. So if I'm training the chest, first I'm going to isolate the chest before I go into a compound movement, so the chest is already taxed, because that way the thought process is, if I just get on the bench and I go, you know, for a few heavy sets, chances are my triceps are going to fatigue before my chest, and that's going to be kind of the limiting factor in exercise. But this way, it's like if I go in and isolate my chest with a fly where my triceps aren't as involved in the movement, I can really fatigue my chest, and then when I go to hit that bench press, my chest ideally will fatigue before my triceps will, right? So it's just going to put a lot more strain on the actual muscle that I'm trying to target, and I can go heavy since I'm doing less total reps and sets, right? Now, ideally, if I wanted to follow his split to a T, I'd have a training partner I'd be training with every day. That's just not possible right now. So what I did is kind of adapted his training method and dialed back some of the sets just a bit so I can get them done, you know, safely without a spotter. But still, it's going to be a pretty big switch for me, so hoping to see some good growth. If you guys are already on the training app, right, you'll notice there's a workout of the week, where usually I pick one workout and that would be the highlighted or featured workout for the week. Now the workout of the week section on the app is my full week of training. It gets updated every Sunday, so if you want to check that out, the first week is just free. If you want to try out a week of the training, of course I got all my other programs on there. So I'll get in there, warm up the shoulders first, and get after this thing, man. Alright, so this is why I took so much time off. Let's wait for this to heal up. Still kind of got maybe the last layer of skin to finish healing, and then we'll do a little touch up and out some of the areas. But shout out to Charlie, man. I worked with him on this for 4 days out in LA. He's based in the UK. I'll tag him up here if you guys are interested. You gotta check out some of his work for it. It's sick. But he's based in the UK. Was doing some work out in LA, so schedules lined up. Was able to make it out there. And then we put about, I want to say like 36 plus hours in on this. So finished the sleeve, and then I did a cover up here because this was originally like a smaller angel I had done, and it was time to go a little bit bigger on the outside of the arm with it. So eventually get to the inside of the bicep. But 4 days, man, I tapped out after 4 days. I couldn't do another one. So I'm still gonna protect this guy for another week or so, since the skin's not fully healed. Let's get this thing done. Would have been an incline bench, but at the time they were all taking something. Sometimes you just gotta improvise a little bit. This is gonna be the highest reps of today. It's 10 reps at the most. I'll probably do 10 and 10 for the first 2 sets, and then probably 8 and 8 for the last 2, for the back 2. And yeah, man, the form's still the same. Like, I'm not trying to cheat myself, but now I can utilize partials a little bit more, maybe rest pause, and some of the sets you'll see me do a little later. So the form starts out strong and then just gets a little nastier and stays going. Let's get to it. Sets, like 4 reps or so on each. Now I'm close to my working weight, around 285. Maybe try 205 after this set. But like I said, I want to go heavy. My chest is already thriving after that fly, the heavy fly, and I still want to keep the reps relatively clean. Even though there's a little more power behind it, I still want to keep my chest lifted. I don't want to cave forward just to get the weight up. So chest lifted, ideally on knees. This would be a great exercise with the spotter, because then I could do some force reps, you know, later on in the set while still keeping my chest lifted. On this one, you know, I can maybe get away with a rest pause. Realistically, I'm gonna have to do drop sets to extend the set, just because I don't have somebody to pick up the bar off my chest. It's still fun though. Basically, I'm so used to, if you guys been following my training, a lot of, really the last year, even when I was getting ready to do my last competition, volume has been pretty effective for me. That's why my workouts are higher. A lot of times I'm doing 20, 25 sets per muscle group per week, if not more. For certain muscle groups like shoulders, it's probably more. Of course, if you count it all together, all 3 heads. But with this one, the sets are gonna start to drop. This is the last chest movement, and then we got 2 delt movements. I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, it's chest with a little bit of delts. But man, it's a completely different mental world. Because I'm not pushing, you know, 10, 12. I'm fighting to burn. Like, don't get me wrong, it burns when I'm doing negatives, we're doing some force reps, but things just heavy. It's just a lot of pressure. So that last set was a bit of a blur. Now we're under the shoulder, so we got lateral raises and shoulder press. But yeah, the last set, I was like, all right, Zach, I need your help. So you jumped in, spotted me. Thought we're gonna get what, like three assisted reps, like force reps, where I control the negative, he pushes up. We did 1, and then the second one wouldn't even go up, was Zach's spot. He was damn near maxing out a bicep curl, trying to get the dumbbell up. So dropped it down 15% to the 85. And then what we got, like maybe 2 reps, and then 2, 3, 4 partials. That part was, I don't even remember doing it. So yeah, I'm gonna do 1. Since I haven't touched my delts directly, I'm gonna do 1 warm-up set. Again, it's 8 to 10 rep range, even for the lateral raises, so fairly heavy. Well, I'll see what I'll be at. But 1 moderate weight, 5, 6 reps, just enough to make sure everything feels good, get the motion down, put some weight on it, get back to it. It must have just been holding on by a thread. So this is how this little attachment looks that hooks the chain to the nylon, right? This is what happened to the other one after that set. It must have just been given the whole time. I'm just lucky it didn't pop out when I was doing that. I might just have to come out with a sturdier belt at some point, man. It's crazy. So that's where my physique's at. Like I said, I was almost out for 3 weeks just waiting for this thing to heal up, and that last week or so, just to at least get some some conditioning back. I was doing maybe like 30-40 minutes of cardio, you know, maybe 30 steady state with 10 or 15 minutes of jump rope before, just to kind of get loose, get moving, get some water out, burn some extra calories, and then at least not be so winded when I got back into the gym. So that at least helped there. But I'm still new to this kind of training, so, you know, still kind of tweaking things. I haven't even gone through a full week yet. I've done, I think, 3 or 4 days now, so still feeling it out and kind of, I know, exploring it with you guys who are exploring it on the app too. So that's what's cool about that week section is it's going to evolve week to week, you know, as I go through it. So I'm pumped for you guys who are going to be on the app too, following that split. And then that's about it. Update on the apparel and just the brand as a whole. Things are coming along. This morning we settled on the typeface we want to do. Of course, we already got the trademark and that done for the brand name, and then we were just finalizing some icons and some like usages of the typeface with the designer this morning. So that was like real productive. I mean, the meetings have been real productive. We've been meeting a couple times a week, and it's moving along as fast as it can. And what's cool is we're really, you know, myself and my partner Matt, our focus in building this thing has been to bring on high level talent to really create something sick. So whether that be the designer, the website designer, the builder, you know, we're still slowly expanding the team, but whether that be the designer, the builder, the website designer, so it's been dope to just to see this thing start to come to life. And then, you know, I'm pumped to get to the point where you guys are seeing more of what we're putting out and see what you guys get juiced up about. So I appreciate you guys who've shown some interest in it so far, and yeah, man, we'll keep it going. It'll be exciting next couple of months. And what else is there, man? That's a heavy as heck workout. I'm exhausted. I need to get a meal in me. And but I appreciate you guys for watching. That's all I got for you. What do I know? I'm just Murray.